Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to briefly talk about the new movie, They Will Kill You. If you end up enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. That way I won't have to become a maid and wind up cleaning the tower in this movie. Instead of talking about the 6 things that make a movie great, I'm just going to share my spoiler-free thoughts on the film. Zazie Beetz plays a girl named Asia who's had a rough upbringing, but is trying to find her younger sister who she had a falling out with when she was younger. She finds out that her sister has become a maid and has gone to work at this tower where people who are minorities tend to go missing and never turn up. Asia decides to pose as a maid and goes in armed and ready, and then all hell breaks loose. I actually thought that the first quarter of this movie was pretty entertaining. The story was still mysterious to a point, but the style that this movie had is what got me the most. There were definitely influences of Quentin Tarantino in this movie, as some kicks or shotgun blasts would send people 50 yards across the room, and I don't know if it was the mood I was in, but I was here for that. I also liked a lot of the camera work, especially near the beginning of the film, where in the middle of an action sequence there would be a pause and then a zoom up on someone's face, and some other creative inclusions that just added some flair to this movie. But eventually those things started becoming intermittent, the mystery went away, and then this movie was far less enjoyable to me. A couple action sequences were fun to watch, but things started becoming pretty repetitive. But the more you find out about the story, the more disturbing it gets and the less interesting it was to me. Now, walking into this movie, I did know it was going to include Satanism, so that kind of is my own fault. But things just started getting really cheesy, the plot started getting messy, and the way this movie delved into Satanism, especially near the end, was just extremely disturbing and disgusting. And I'm not just talking about the blood and constant gore, there were just other things about it that just make you feel sick. This movie is probably going to draw a niche audience to it, but outside of that, I don't think anyone is going to watch this movie, and I don't think that they should. There were a couple moments near the beginning as well that were actually comedic, and I think that that would have given this movie a better feel overall, but that stopped pretty quickly. And the dark and satanic story that it devolved into, for me, just made it much worse. This movie's just over an hour and a half long, and it still felt a little long, especially near the end. And there is constant blood, gore, profanity, and a couple moments of brief partial nudity and sexuality. So at the end of the day, even though I enjoyed the first quarter, maybe 20 minutes of this movie, I walked away giving it a 2 out of 10. So with all that in mind, I would definitely not recommend watching this movie at any point in your life for any reason whatsoever. Thank you so much for watching. If you happen to watch They Will Kill You, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. As always, I appreciate your love and support, and I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one.